One Piece is currently in its final saga, and the series has never been as intense as it is currently. Pirates from all over the world are engaging in combat, as the era grows more turbulent with each passing chapter. The final saga of One Piece began with Egghead Island, and here, instead of the focus being thrown on just the Straw Hat crew, Oda is making sure to cover all the major players in the hunt for the One Piece at the moment. Naturally, one of them is a member of the worst generation, Trafalgar Law. Law was seen engaging in combat against Blackbeard very recently, and while this fight went on for quite some time, the winner has finally been revealed now. Trafalgar Law after Wano. Trafalgar Law and his crew came to Wano with a section of the Straw Hat Pirates and the Samurai in an attempt to take down Kaido of the Four Emperors. There, he ended up playing a major role in the raid of Onigashima, where he fought against two emperors, alongside his worst generation compatriots on the rooftop. Later on, he played an even bigger role in the fight against Big Mom when he teamed up with Eustace Captain Kidd. Together, the two ended up taking down the Yonko and were declared the rising stars of the next generation, alongside Luffy, who ended up taking down Kaido by himself. After the events of Wano, when the pirates had recovered, Law set out to sail and followed the log pose northeast, which took him the farthest out of the three pirates sailing out. The goal for Law now was to get closer to the One Piece and attain the treasure itself. While Law was not directly interested in the treasure, he wants to find out about the history of the D and all the secrets behind this name. And, for that reason, he has to get to the final island. Having acquired 2 road poneglyphs, Law was actually quite close to his goal. However, he ran into Blackbeard, who was waiting for the worst generation's arrival, the battle on Winter Island. The fight between the Heart Pirates and the Blackbeard Pirates began as a naval battle where the Polar Tang was being barraged by all sides. Doc Q, the doctor of the Blackbeard Pirates, launched a virus at them which ended up turning them into women. However, Law broke through this virus with Haki, and the antibodies were passed on immediately afterwards. Using their submarine, the crew was able to escape the Blackbeard Pirates on the sea and move to a nearby island, named Winter Island. The Blackbeard Pirates soon followed and made landfall, only to find themselves on the back foot when the Heart Pirates started fighting back. All the members of the crew, including Sachi and Penguin, started fighting back and doing some serious damage to the Blackbeard Pirates. Meanwhile, Law started using his awakened Devil Fruit powers against Blackbeard and also did considerable damage to him. Making use of techniques such as awakened amputation as well as shock wool, Law did tremendous amounts of damage to Blackbeard. However, as fans know already, Blackbeard can absorb a large amount of damage, and this has been seen on several occasions in the past. Blackbeard soon started using his Devil Fruits, and with the aid of both Darkness and Quakes, he fought back relentlessly until he finally won. The destruction of the Heart Pirates. In One Piece 1081, it was finally revealed to the fans that the Heart Pirates had lost their battle and succumbed to Blackbeard. Their crew was utterly destroyed. The flagship of the Heart Pirates, the Polar Tang, was destroyed and was seen sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Along with the Polar Tang, several members of the Heart Pirates were also seen sinking. Law, on the other hand, was to be a prisoner of Blackbeard, along with Beepo, who he likely kept due to his mink race, and, for that reason, he could be sold at a high price. Blackbeard planned on either selling off the OPOP no Mi for a very high price, or using this devil fruit to gain immortality himself. Thankfully for Law, Beepo had different plans in his mind, and he ate a drug that Chopper gave him, granting him the powers of Sulong even though there was no moon. Entering this monstrous state, he was able to deflect both Blackbeard and his commanders in a very impressive manner, and cause a great enough distraction to take Law with him and secure their escape. Sailing away from Winter Island, the bear was then seen swimming underwater and abandoning their fallen allies. While Law wanted to die with them, Beepo asked him to keep his faith in them and trust that they would find their own way out of this situation. In a humiliating manner, Law retreated and the Heart Pirates were utterly destroyed. And in other news, One Piece reveals the location of the last road poneglyph. Road poneglyphs are an important part of One Piece, now more so than ever before. The last few weeks of the story have been centered around these stones, and their importance is growing extremely fast simply because the story is now in the final saga. Oda will be looking to resolve the many mysteries of the One Piece world in this saga, and the location of the last road poneglyph is certainly one of them. Fans have been aware of the location of the other 3 for quite a while now, however. When it comes to the last road poneglyph, no clues had been provided by the story just yet. That is, until chapter 1081 of One Piece, which finally went on to reveal who holds this poneglyph. What are road poneglyphs? The road poneglyphs are extremely important stones. As fans know, the poneglyphs were carved by the people of the ancient kingdom, specifically the Kozuki clan of Wano country. These stones were carved because the ancient kingdom ended up losing their war against the 20 kings, which later ended up becoming the world government. To preserve their history, and to make sure that their will was going to be inherited, the poneglyphs were carved. At the same time, these also carry other important information. While some poneglyphs are texts of information, there are others that are instructional and guide to other poneglyphs. At the same time, another group of poneglyphs points to the location of the ancient weapons of Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus. Other than these poneglyphs that tell bits of history, the location of the ancient weapons, or the location of other poneglyphs, there are those that tell the location of the One Piece itself. These poneglyphs are red, unlike any other stones, and are 4 in number. They are known to be the road poneglyphs. Only by finding all 4 of these can someone reach the final island, which is Laugh Tale, who has the poneglyphs. The road poneglyphs were introduced in One Piece during the Zou arc, where the first of them was revealed to be hidden deep within the whale forest, protected by the guardians of the mink tribe. That was the very first road poneglyph that the Straw Hat Pirates got their hands on, and Robin successfully deciphered it. Then, Nekomamushi went on to reveal that he also knows the location of 2 more road poneglyphs. One was revealed to be in possession of the ruler of Tado Land, Big Mom, and the other was revealed to be in possession of the tyrant who ruled Wano country, Kaido. Both of these were Yonko, and, thus, acquiring their road poneglyphs was incredibly difficult. Nonetheless, Luffy acquired another road poneglyph during the Whole Cake Island arc, thanks to Brook and Pedro. Now possessing 2 of the 4 road poneglyphs, Luffy headed to Wano, where he engaged in a war against Kaido. Naturally, in a war of such high stakes, the winner was going to get all the road poneglyphs, and, at the end of the war, Luffy ended up defeating Kaido, and Robin was led to the road poneglyph. At the end of Wano, the Straw Hats had their hands on 3 of the 4 road poneglyphs. However, no clues were revealed about the 4th road poneglyph until the very end of the arc, the location of the last road poneglyph. Finally, One Piece chapter 1081 revealed the location of the last road poneglyph to the fans. In a flashback that concerned the character of Kuzan, the Blackbeard pirates brought up the topic of the man with the burned scar once again. Previously, this man was mentioned by Killer, who stated that, in order to get serious for the One Piece, they need to find the man with the burned scar. However, no more context was provided on who this man was, or why he was important in the quest to get to the One Piece. In this chapter, Blackbeard ended up revealing that the man with the burned scar is actually in possession of the last road poneglyph. It is believed that he sails on an all-black ship, and whoever approaches him is sunk immediately into the ocean. Now that it is revealed who possesses the last road poneglyph, it is easier to narrow down the identity of this person. So far, only one important and powerful person has been seen sailing on a black ship in One Piece, and that is none other than Monkey D. Dragon. He also happens to have a tattoo on his face. However, this tattoo is not a burned scar. In the future, however, it could be revealed that Dragon has something to do with fire, and that he is the man who possesses the last road poneglyph after all. However, that is not a guarantee, and this person could be someone else entirely. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon. 知らんぶるぜ